Konnichiwa, Tactical Chibi desu. Today is time for some Bulgarian world conquest. We will start researching the basic texts and building infrastructure. After this, our first focus will be power to the Tsar. This run required frequent restarts due to the tight timing of some decisions. We will create an agency and wait until we unlock the second spy slot to start doing collab operations on the Soviet Union. Also, we are using our trusty paratroopers to capitulate France and the UK. Our next focus will be appoint right-wing ministers. And now we will be able to start taking the faction management decisions. And here we are going to increase the agrarian union loyalty to later integrate them, as this will give us political power and stability. Our strategy requires us to advance very fast through the political focuses, because we need to reach the fate of the Balkans as fast as possible. We need to increase our fastest support, so we need to take the Nazi sympathizer. While we increase the agrarian union loyalty, we will take the path towards a great Bulgaria focus. The reason we need to advance very fast through the political focus is because the fate of the Balkans will allow us to ultimately puppet our neighbors. Something I noticed while playing Bulgaria is that the decision that starts with Fund D takes too much time for the loyalty it gives, so we are going to avoid it. The following focus will be Bulgarian irredentism. And back to the faction management, we will also work to integrate the National Social Movement. Our first focus was to give power to the Tsar, and now obviously we are going to depose the Tsar. After we increase the agrarian union loyalty, we can finally integrate them and win 10% stability and 120 political power. When the focus depose the Tsar ends, we are going to enter into a civil war because of our low stability. This is an event we need, as it will allow us to refuse army restriction very early and start building our military, but most important, to increase our conscription laws and get more manpower. This civil war is very easy, as we just need to avoid fighting and just walk into their victory points. Before advancing to fate of the Balkans, we will take the focus all far-right organizations. We are going to take the opportunity to go for total mobilization. As you can see, it's a very easy civil war. Now we continue our political focuses with the military dictatorship. We reached the most important focus, the fate of the Balkans. While the focus completes, we are going for a very early collab operation on the Soviet Union. Our MVP focus ends and the decisions to take the fate of the Balkans unlock. Now the most important thing is to go for any focus that gives manpower. For us to be able to puppet our neighbors, we need to meet some requirements, and one of them, we need to take the decisions to influence their governments. Also, we need to improve relations with them and have a bigger army than them. For more manpower, we are going to the industrial and military branch and go down until reaching the rebuild the army focus. As we already refused army restrictions, the following focus skips. This event on the screen doesn't matter too much, as we are fully focused on manpower. And as we need a lot of political power, we go for political loyalty and state service military. The last one also reduces the conscription law cost. Until now, we have not increased conscription laws, as this next focus will move us to a limited conscription free. For even more political power gain, we are going to take the Statism Adept Advisor. As for the faction management, we will destroy every other faction, but we will focus on the Sveno first to avoid the civil war event. At this point, we are going to hire the Chief of Air Force and increase our conscription law. Now we go for condemned Macedonian organizations, as the IMRO worsens the relations with our neighbors and we need good relations for our plan. As we are getting manpower, we are going to create an 1 cavalry division template and spam it as far as we can. Note that we took every manpower focus, we are going to get some factories from our focus tree. Also, don't forget to take the anti-IMRO propaganda decision. And now we are going to force deploy our divisions. We will duplicate the infantry template and remove the support company, as we need the support equipment for our collaboration government operations. And now we switch our small cavalry to the just created template. This way we pump all the manpower to the field without having any weapon for them. In the other hand, we are going for the elusive gentleman advisor. For now, we have too little manpower for sending ultimatum to anyone else than Albania. We are sending them the ultimatum early as they can get puppeted by Italy. After we got the military factories from the focus tree, we are going for the industry focuses now. Now, we are going to appoint the Bloody Professor as Prime Minister. He reduces war justification by 35%, but also reduces our stability by 0.2% weekly. And if you have any doubt, our first war justification will be against France. And because of fate of the Balkans, we cannot join the Axis, but after this event, Italy will want to join our faction. So it will be possible to paratroop from Italy to France. We go for more industry focuses while we prepare to invade France. When taking the fate of the Balkan decisions, we should have every factor on green. But for some reason I took the ultimatum decision without having all factors in green, but I got very lucky and I did not screw this up. We will just subjugate Albania, and for our next ultimatum we will not forget to have everything on green. After finishing preparations, we are going to declare war on France. Again, we are going to switch 24 of our divisions to a basic infantry template. We will just delete the rest. And as you might notice, this is a detour from our original plan. I really wanted to focus on puppeting the Balkans first, but leaving the allies alive to be joined with the US later was going to be too much of a pain. Also, defeating the allies now will reduce Germany's power a lot. Now that we have more military factories, we are going to produce artillery and anti-air. As we finish the industry focus that keep still, we will return to our political focuses. Because we are at war with a mayor, we can go for toppling giants for more manpower. As always, to make sure the UK invasion goes well, we'll need to get a better paratroop division. And we will add anti-air and artillery support companies for our infantry. We will add an artillery battalion when we have enough equipment. As our divisions got equipped, we are going to use our paratroopers to take Portsmouth port. If you have seen any of my other videos, you might notice that the UK rarely protects this port. Even if my videos are not guides, I try to explain most of the important steps, so you can take my videos as reference when playing yourself. I am planning a video about the tips and tricks I use to do my World Conquest videos, so if you have any recommendation, leave it in the comments below. After the classical UK invasion, they capitulate. Our focus tree will give us an absolutely broken compliance national spirit. We are going to just annex all. Also, we are going to puppet all our neighbors, and to reduce their autonomy and annex them, we will need a lot of political power. Now, as you can see, our beloved Austrian painter is very thirsty for conquering Europe. Our priority now is to appease Germany and use the manpower we got from occupied territories to convince everyone on the Balkans that they should join us and become our puppets later. You see, I am a very peaceful person, and if we don't need to go to war to annex countries, it's better for me. We are going to create a shit ton of one cavalry divisions and then switch them to our big template as we did before. The justification will last for 300 days, and that will give us a lot of time to prepare. And now the Soviets are also justifying on us. Coming back to the IMRO decisions, we are going to persecute IMRO activists as they are reducing our political power gain. As we force to deploy our divisions, we are going to change their template to our infantry and organize them to greatly expand our army. As we cover our front lines with Germany, we have a secret plan to avoid war with them. As now we have a lot of manpower on field, we are going to improve relations with our neighbors to send them the ultimatums. Note that we have every factor on green with Greece, we are going to send them the ultimate refusal. All the effort for having the perfect conditions, and this happened. Well, now we are going to try and persuade Turkey. They choose to join us. Such a relief. As fast as we have the political power, we are going to keep sending ultimatums and subjugating them. We will take the Prussia of the Balkans focus for a very big boost on our war potential. Also, we are constantly deploying new divisions and training them. Romania joined the Axis, but they still decided to come to us. Very smart. Now that everyone but Greece joined our faction, we will proceed to subjugate them. Because we have an absolute bigger army than anyone, they will sit easily. And sadly, because Greece rejected us, we will need to declare war and annex them. Yugoslavia became our puppet, and we proceed to declare war on Greece. I have noticed that the Soviet Union wanted the Iranian cores from us, so we are going to liberate them as a free country so we can avoid war. We continue to peacefully puppet our friends. As for focuses, we are going now for the Bulgarian integration of the Balkans. Romania also became our puppet. Nice. As said, we are going to avoid war with Germany. They justified on Poland cores. We will just release Poland as our puppet and they will need to justify again, even as they have the war wall on us. Meanwhile, we tricked on Hitler, we are pushing into Athens on Greece. And here comes Stalin. I forgot they gain a war wall against Poland. Now we will take the Restore the Bulgarian Patriarchate focus. Probably one of the strongest focuses on the game. The plus 0.15% compliance growth is beyond broken. As now we are at war with the Soviets, we need to move fast to cover the fronts. To make it easier to deal with the Soviets, we are going to strengthen our infantry template. Also, because probably Germany will declare war on us, we are going to deploy some divisions to hold the front lines while we take the Soviets. Thanks to the compliance boost, we are getting an absurd amount of industry and manpower constantly, but also a big spam of collab government events. As Bulgaria, we get this event for the Fatherland Front. To avoid a civil war, we will need to reduce communism popularity and take a decision that will unlock. Even as the Soviet invasion is taking too long, their divisions are taking a lot of damage. Germany also declared war on the Soviet Union, so it should speed things a little. Also, we are taking a non-aggression pact with them. To make it easier to capitulate Germany later, we are going to do some collaboration operations. After some intense pushing, the Soviet Union cannot hold anymore, as their divisions are very weak. We are going just to sit here and watch them fall. And our beloved Soviet Union capitulated. We have the absolute majority of the war points, so let's annex all. And now we are going to prepare to invade the Germans. Japan, yamete kudasai. As I don't want to deal with the Japanese now, we are just going to send our puppets divisions to die on horribly supplied areas. Now we are ready to take Germany, but as we made a non-aggression pact, we need to deploy more units on the front line or wait more time. While we work on that, let's design some mechanized divisions. Don Hitler decided to cancel the non-aggression pact. How cute. Let's teach him how to do a world conquest. Oh my, look at those sneaky German divisions. They have learned the art of walk directly into the victory points. And Germany capitulated. We will just next all. We'll now start to declare war on small countries so they join the Japanese faction. We also will declare war on China. Now that Siam is gone, we are going to focus on China. And China capitulated, but obviously we have almost no war score. After the peace deal, all of our divisions got sent home. We came back as fast as we could, but our supply situation is horrible, so we will need to build some supply. While doing all of this, we are constantly annexing our puppets. We finally annexed all of our puppets, and our divisions are advancing fast on China. With China almost done, we are preparing our invasion of the Japanese island. We landed on the island easily. Now we are going to capitulate them as fast as we can. Now we just need to finish Norway and we are done with the Japanese faction. While we move our army to invade the US, we are invading any small country on our way. The US and Chile joined the Chinese United Front. LOL. While I was looking elsewhere, our mechanized divisions are destroying the US. The US and Mexico capitulated so fast I did not even record any of this. As Italy capitulated, and now to complete this world conquest we only need to annex the Italian puppet. Before we finish, I want to thank you all for watching this video. Special thanks to everyone that comments my videos for their constant support and positivity. Don't forget to leave your comments and suggestions for future videos. See you next time.